Do you want to know how to overcome jealousy? Hey, I'm Antia Boyd, creator of the Magnetize The Man Method, and let's go ahead and dive right in. So, tip number one on how to overcome jealousy is actually really like coming back to yourself, right? And so what do I mean by that? So when we're jealous, right? Whether we're like, I'm talking about even like jealous of other people, we can include enviness in this one too. Okay, you know, it's really about like we're just like focusing on all the goodness that we have inside of ourselves, but we can't access it in that particular moment and projecting it onto another person, right? So for example, we're like, wow, she's so talented. She has such an amazing voice, right? She has such an amazing gift, right? She can draw so amazingly, right? Or she has so many wonderful children, or whatever the case may be, whatever you're jealous of, right? So it's really about like saying, wait a minute, okay, I'm blessing that inside of myself because I wouldn't be able to recognize it inside of her if I wouldn't have it inside of myself. I hope that makes sense, right? And then secondly, when it also comes, you know, we're also talking about jealousy, of course, in dating and romantic relationships, right? And so that's really also coming back to yourself, because when you're jealous, that really means you have forgotten your own self-worth, right? When you're jealous, you're actually thinking your partner might go with another woman, right? Because why? Because you're not pretty enough, or because you're not smart enough, or maybe because you're not funny enough, or not sexy enough, or not entertaining enough, or not sophisticated enough, or whatever not enoughness version you have of yourself. That's why you have to come back to yourself, right? And actually see, where are you enough, right? Where do you have those skills inside of yourself or other ones? And reminding yourself that your partner has picked you for a reason, right? And again, same what I already talked about before, that you have that gift inside of yourself, right? You are musical, but maybe your parents had you stop playing guitar when you were 8 years old. That would be my case, right? Or maybe something else happened where you were just not able to really tap into that gift. Or maybe you don't allow yourself to tap into that gift, right? Because you think you need to be perfect, and you think you need to be really new masculine and be strict and be rule driven, right? And like not allowing yourself to be in joy, to be in creativity, and to self-express, okay? So that's number one. Tip number two on how to overcome jealousy, in this particular in relationships, is really about like building trust, okay? And that really goes back to, first and foremost, building trust inside of yourself. So where you're not trusting yourself, right? Because if you don't trust your partner, right, that means you're not trusting yourself, right? Because I'm never projecting something on the other person that I don't have inside of myself. It's the same thing. I feel like I'm preaching the same thing today, right? But really, where you're not trusting yourself, right? Where are you not completely honest with yourself, right? Or where are you not completely expressing all of the emotions you have inside of yourself? Or maybe you are interested in a guy, or maybe you take a second look, right? But you never share that with your partner, you know? So that's really something to be looking at. Well, of course, like in general, you know, where you're telling little white lies, right? Or where did you say yes when you meant no, right? We're all like, sometimes we just watch other people and we're like, and we have like no idea what they're talking about, but we say anyways, right? And how far has that gotten you? You know, and that might also make you project onto your partner, you know, that that you can trust them. And then of course you go down a rabbit hole. Okay, like why can't I trust them, right? Okay, and then, and of course, that is really going back to house the integrity to yourself. I call it the queen integrity, right? And then, of course, you, of course, speak to his king inside of himself and call his king integrity forth as well. All right, so if you're like, gosh, Auntie, this is really interesting. Those are new concepts. I don't know how to overcome my jealousy. I'm constantly focused on the outside world. I don't trust my partner. I don't trust my date. I always wonder if they're dating other people too, or whatever the case might be. But you're constantly the sense of insecurity. I invite you to come on a Magnetize the Man clarity call with me, where we get crystal clear on what this particular issue, internal dialogue, right, emotional response, and really like trigger is inside of yourself that keeps you in that same track and sends you down the same chemical chain reaction that you can't stop, right? So for that, hop on over to magnetizetheman.com, magnetizetheman.com, grab a slot as long as they last, and I'll see you on the other side. Take care. Much love. Mwah.